Real Salt Lake back at training here at Rio Tinto Stadium, coming off Saturday night's 2-2 draw on the road against the Colorado Rapids. The attention now switches from Major League Soccer over to a U.S. Open Cup semifinal against the Portland Timbers.
I'm really happy with the way we started the game. I thought the approach from the guys in that match was fantastic. Some of the best soccer I've seen actually at the beginning of that match from Real Salt Lake this year. So really pleased with that, and also pleased that, by the way, in the last two matches before that, when the momentum shifted, we crumbled and lost games. And at the end of this match, the momentum shifted. Colorado scored the second goal to even things, and our guys stayed strong. So they got out of there with a result.
We had a lot of stretches where we kept possession well, had great movement and created some chances. We were tight in the middle, and we had some great defensive plays. It's just to carry it on over and keep going.
I think it was positive, especially after coming off 2 losses in a row to go away again. We wanted to improve, and a tie is an improvement upon that. Maybe a little bit of a bummer when you're up 2-1, but to be honest, they had a lot of chances, and Nick was outstanding, kept us in the game, and so to come away, with a draw, I think is a good thing. We're a little bummed to lose the Rocky Mountain Cup, but we realized that the season is a little bit of a bigger picture than that, and we got a huge one tomorrow night, so we're focused.
For the Portland Timbers, they're coming off a 1-1 draw at home against Vancouver Whitecaps. For the very first time, Will Johnson returns to Rio Tinto Stadium.
I expect them to cheer against me for 90 minutes and then maybe a few waves and claps after the game. But obviously, I want to win, they want to win, but I do feel an underlying mutual respect with the Real Salt Lake faithful, that's for sure. I think competing for all tournaments is something that Portland does and something that Salt Lake does. We've always tried to do well in the Open Cup. We've just never had a favorable draw, and so obviously they hit the jackpot this year with the draw, playing all the home games. We always try to put out good teams and compete and do well. For one reason or another, we could never quite get it done, especially with Champions League games and all the rest of it. But yeah, it's always been a priority, and it still is for this club, for Portland, for both of us. Like I said, we both want to win badly.
For Real Salt Lake, they made it to the U.S. Open Cup semifinals after beating the Carolina Railhawks at home, while the Portland Timbers had to go on the road against FC Dallas for a 3-2 win to make it to the semifinal round.
I think you've got a coach who has a very clear style, has been doing it a long time. Even though this is his first year in the professional ranks, he's been coaching college a long time, and so I think he has a very clear idea of what he wants to see. And he must be doing a good job of expressing that idea to his players, because they all seem to be bought in and seem to be representing his style quite well.
He's been successful everywhere he's gone, and it's no accident. And they brought in, a few key additions this year. Of course, our boy Will Johnson being one of them. And although we don't want him to be playing too good, we're happy for him that he's had such a good year, and it's not a surprise that he's been so successful.
I think they're a very organized team. They have their style of play, and it's been working well for them. We just have to go out there and do our play and have them come after us.
The winner between Real Salt Lake and the Portland Timbers will play host in the U.S. Open Cup final. One thing to keep in mind, the winner of the 2013 U.S. Open Cup final is an automatic entrance into the CONCACAF Champions League.
Playoffs are a must-win game, so you bring everything. You leave nothing on the field. It's now or never. So that's always the mentality of a playoff game, so we keep going. CONCACAF is important for the club. They haven't been in there this year, and it helps everyone from the front office all the way down to the players. So that's one of our main objectives this season, so let's just keep going. Maybe
a little bit more pressure, a little bit more anxiety, but for the most part, I think as a player, whenever you're called upon, you just have to go out and give it 100%. We let the staff decide who's going to be out there and managing minutes and things like that. But for the guys on the field, we're going to be ready to go tomorrow.
We just have to put all our eggs in this basket. This is the most important game, and occasionally there comes times during the year where you clearly have to make clear prioritizations, and this one is ours. Semifinal of the Open Cup, you just don't get these opportunities too often, so we'll put all our eggs in this basket and we'll go for it.
RSL hosts Portland at Rio Tinto Stadium on August 7th at 7:30. Get your tickets today.